Hello readers! I didn't think I was going to be doing a wrap-up, but here I am. I'm doing it anyway. So once again, I'm going to be asking for feedback. Let me know if you want me to be doing these monthly wrap-ups, but also let me know if you want me to do a full review on any of the books that I end up talking about today. Before I jump into things, I just wanted to say that the Libri Labra book club is reading Artemis by Andy Weir. So we're going to be doing our discussion on that on Thursday, the 8th of February, and I will provide additional details in the description below. So I kicked things off in January by reading Lock and Key Volume 2, Head Games. This is by Joe Hill, and the illustrator is Gabriel Rodriguez. I just started reading graphic novels, so I don't read them too critically. I don't even know if I'm supposed to, but I often end up giving them 5 stars just because if they keep me engaged, if I keep on reading, if I want to check out the next one, then that's where I'm at with that. This is volume 2. I'm not going to talk too much about what happens here because I don't want to give you guys spoilers. If you have not read Lock and Key, I would definitely recommend it. It is about the Locke family who is just now recovering from the tragedy that happened to their family. There was a home invasion and their father was murdered. And so they've gone back to their childhood home called Key House. And in this house, they're finding these mysterious keys that do these very interesting paranormal-ish kind of things. The mom is like really lost in her head and she's been drinking a lot. And so it's about how the kids are just dealing with living in this new home in Lovecraft, Massachusetts, and starting at a new school and stuff like that. It's like dark fantasy, it's got supernatural stuff in it. I really love the illustrations and it's definitely kept me engaged. The other book I read this month was Dear Martin. It is actually one of the 3 books that have been nominated for the YA BookTube Awards. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I think it's a really important story. It follows Justice McAllister, who is a Black high school student. He's also on the debate team. He has dreams of going to Yale, and it's a lot about him and how he deals with some of the people that he goes to school with. He goes to an elite prep school, so he's kind of one of very few Black people at the school, and there's a lot of racism that he's dealing with, and he's not really sure how to handle it. So he decides to start a project where he's writing to Martin Luther King to really center himself and kind of reflect and figure out how he wants to move forward. It's a pretty short book and a quick read, but definitely something that I think everyone should pick up. For the Libri Labra book club last month, we read Faithful by Alice Hoffman. I give this one 3 out of 5 stars. This is about Shelby and her friend Helene, who were actually in a very tragic car accident at the beginning of the book. So Helene ends up in a permanent coma, and this book is mostly about Shelby and Shelby's journey and how she deals with her survivor guilt. And she starts off very, very depressed, not wanting to live life, and eventually, you know, does a lot more with her life. So it's about her journey, her progress, all the things that happen. I'm not sure I loved the writing style though. There was so many things that happened in this book that I felt like should have emotionally impacted me, but I kind of read it and felt nothing. So I don't know if there was just a lot of telling and not enough showing, but I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Lastly, this month I read The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. And this is the first Becky Albertalli book I've ever read. I really enjoyed it. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's about 17-year-old Molly, who up until this point has had many crushes, but has never actually been in any kind of relationship, has never kissed a boy. There's some pretty good representation here in regards to being fat, but also there's gay representation, and it kind of takes place during the time where Congress was voting on gay marriage. So there's just a lot of important things that happen in this book, and it's humorous, it's funny. The paperback actually just recently came out, but I did listen to the audiobook, which I really enjoyed. I think I may do a full review about this book because there was just a lot to like about it. So The Upside of Unrequited. And as you can see, there is a sticker here for Love, Simon, because that movie will be coming out in March. All right, guys, those are the 4 books I read for the month of January. If you've read any of these books yourself, please go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and be sure to hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.